Hello and welcome to today's session of Imagine America Radio. I'm your host, Bob Martin, President and CEO of the Imagine America Foundation, also known as IAF. To date, IAF has supported more than 190,000 enrolling high school seniors as they embark in their skilled trades education journey with scholarships, career resources, and financial planning tools. To learn more about how the Imagine America Foundation can help your students as they prepare for college during their senior year, visit our website at www.imagine-america.org. On today's session of Imagine America Radio, we will be featuring Lincoln Tech. Located throughout the country, Lincoln Tech has been providing top quality education in allied health and related careers since 1946. Lincoln's mission is to provide superior education and training to our students for in-demand careers in a supportive, accessible learning environment, transforming students' lives and adding value to their communities. Counselors, if one of your students you support currently is interested in a career in the skilled trades, I urge you to visit their website at www.lincolntech.edu. Together with Lincoln Tech, the Imagine America Foundation has helped more than 26,600 enrolling students earn a scholarship so they can train throughout the country at a Lincoln Tech campus near them. Today, we're joined by Ms. Summer Whitley, Assistant Director of Admissions for the field team at Lincoln Tech Denver campus. Summer has spent more than 3.5 years at Lincoln Tech, and you're in very, very good hands. Summer, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Rob. Let me just start out by saying thank you for having us here today. It's an honor not only to be working with you guys. You heard the joy that it brings us to work with you and the support that it's brought to our students, as well as just here representing Lincoln Tech and sharing with educators alike what Lincoln Tech does for students. So today we're going to talk about our allied health programs. But before I do, just a little bit of history about Lincoln Tech and our accreditation. We've actually provided career training since 1946, so a little over 75 years. We have over 20 campuses nationwide, and Lincoln Tech is a group of schools. So we have Lincoln Tech, which is our auto, diesel, skilled trades, healthcare, and IT. Then we have the Lincoln Culinary Institute, as well as the Euphoria Institute of Beauty, Arts, and Sciences, so a more focus on cosmetology. We are ACCSC accredited, and so we are accredited by the Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges. Now, when it comes to our campus locations, over 20 nationwide, from the West Coast to the East Coast, we have our Las Vegas campus, Denver, Colorado, Grand Prairie, Melrose Park, Indianapolis, Nashville, and Atlanta, as well as several on the East Coast in Columbia, Philadelphia, Allentown, Somerville, Lincoln, Connecticut, Queens, and New Jersey. As far as the fields of study, so we have different branches. When it comes to our skilled trades, you're looking at air conditioning and refrigeration, automotive, diesel, welding, electrical, and electronic systems technology. Many of those are at similar campuses like Connecticut, Colorado, Indiana, New Jersey, Texas, Nashville. And then we have our cosmetology school, which is in Las Vegas, Nevada. We have our culinary arts and baking and pastry program, which is at Connecticut and Maryland. And then we also have our medical or allied health type programs. These are going to be the medical assistant program in Connecticut, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Maryland, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. We have our dental assisting program in Rhode Island and New Jersey. We have our patient care program in New Jersey as well. And then we have our practical nursing program in Connecticut, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island. Now, when it comes to give me just a sec, guys. When it comes to the allied health professionals, over the last 20 years, the healthcare field has changed dramatically. Shifts in technology, the insurance industry, regulatory environment, they've affected the way doctors, surgeons, specialists, they run their practices. So When you go into a doctor's office, no longer is it just the physician and maybe one assistant, but it's an entire team of people. And those healthcare professionals rely heavily on the team members who can then play support roles related to things like patient care, billing and coding, and even office management. These team members are what's known as allied health professionals. Now, the allied health field helps give students a wide range of choices when it comes to deciding how exactly they want to move forward within their healthcare career. Some give students plenty of face-to-face experience if they want to work directly with patients and impacting their health. Others would rather work behind the scenes. So they're going to be more so making sure the medical practices run smoothly. All of them, however, represent rewarding, fulfilling, and challenging career opportunities within the allied health professionals. Now, when it comes to the programs that we offer at Lincoln Tech, when it comes to allied health programs, practical nursing, medical assistant, patient care technician, dental assistant, and massage therapy are 5 of those programs. As far as what each one of them does, it varies a little bit. So when we're looking at practical nursing, these are LPNs or licensed practical nurses, and they work with patients in doctors' offices, clinics, outpatient facilities, as well as a number of other healthcare settings. These are people who have direct interactions with patients. They're going to carry out responsibilities under the supervision of registered nurses or RNs. This is going to make them members of a very fast-paced healthcare team around the country. Then there's a medical assistant, and odds are, if we've visited a doctor recently, we've had an interaction with a medical assistant. They play an important role in the office where they meet patients, they take their histories, they're responsible oftentimes for taking and recording vital signs, assisting with physical exams, giving injections, or even drawing blood for tests, along with many other critical tasks that are going to require specific hands-on careers. Now, you and I both know one of the qualities and characteristics that make a good medical assistant is having a good bedside manner. So it's not just about getting the training, but also understanding that piece as well. And then we have our patient care technician. These are technicians that aid an important role in things like nursing homes, assisted living facilities, as well as other locations where patients and residents, they're going to need assistance with bathing, dressing, eating. They actually help their patients maintain their dignity and quality of life. So one of the qualities that's going to be extremely important for a patient care technician is not only personal attention, but also that caring touch. And then we have our dental assistant. So the dental industry is changing. Over the past decade, we've seen breakthroughs in the way that society even views dental health. Doctors, they agree that health of your mouth has tremendous impact on our overall health. Dentists are now on the front lines of helping patients stay healthy by practicing good dental hygiene, and dental assistants by their side every step of the way. And then last but not least, as far as our allied health professionals, is going to be the massage therapy. So every year, millions of people book massages to treat sports injuries, improve blood flow, overall health, or simply just to relieve stress, decompress, and relax. The benefits of massage therapy have been well documented. So places like spas, salons, sports medicine facilities, cruise ships, resorts, they're more and more on the hunt for individuals that have these healing hands. So what does it actually look like if you were to pursue one of these allied health careers? What are the opportunities look like? Well, by 2031, job opportunities across the country are projected to reach more than 4.7 million for healthcare support professionals. And these are in fields that students can train on at Lincoln Tech. Some of these are going to include medical assistant, which is looking at 1,230,000 job opportunities by 2031. Patient care professionals that we just talked about, 2,127,000. 588,000 licensed practical nurses or LPNs, and then 252,000 massage therapists and 564,000 dental assistants. So just really understanding the numbers actually helps us understand why these careers are in demand and why it's an important option for many students when they're looking at furthering their education. Career services. So one of the things that we encourage all students to look at is their opportunities post-graduation, not just the training that they're going to receive, but what are their opportunities once they graduate. And we're a proponent of giving our students the tools for success. Now, obviously, it's up to them to use them, but we want to set them up with all the tools that they would need to be successful. So one of the ways we do that is through our career services department. Each one of our campuses are equipped with career services, and what they're going to do is they're going to first help give our students a career edge, working on a personal branding website, creating an e-portfolio, designing a personal brand, and building their online profile. They help them secure a personal access to job search, as well as develop their social media presence. So many young people have grown up online. They have social media accounts. We want to make sure that the professional training that they're receiving matches the professional image that they're sending to employers when they walk in there and apply for a job. And connecting them to employers. So that can be anything from career fairs and networking events to employer presentations, things that we might host on campus where we bring our affiliations and our partnerships to them, or sending our students out on field visits where they're going to actually be able to go out and meet those affiliations and partners. And then an important thing to also consider is part-time placement assistance. So building a student's resume as well as their experience while they're in school is important. So career services is there to actually help with part-time placement assistance while they're in school, as well as full-time placement assistance upon graduation. Securing a career. So last but not least, they're going through investing in their education with the intent to have a career afterwards. And so we're going to work with them on resume building, interview preparation, how to be prepared for those questions that employers are going to ask them, effective online application training, how to apply for a resume, how to put in an application that looks professional and is thorough and allows them to have that advantage, as well as uncovering the hidden job market. So not just using the typical search tools, but understanding that there are a lot of jobs that may not be posted, and then personal access to job search sites. Now, when it comes to the investment in your education, we all know that education is an investment, but scholarships can play a huge role in that. We're a big proponent of the Imagine America Foundation, and the numbers at the beginning spoke for the support that we give our students in applying for that scholarship. And then we also offer scholarship opportunities for competition-based scholarships like FFA or Skills USA. And then Lincoln Tech does have a high school scholarship test as well. This is just a short test that students can take to see if they qualify for scholarship money with Lincoln Tech as well. Last but not least is FastWeb. So applying for as many scholarships as possible is always a good strategy, and FastWeb is a great resource for that. At the end of the day, Lincoln Tech schools are awarding nearly $20 million in grants and scholarships to qualified students nationally this year. So we understand and we recognize that scholarships are a big way for helping make that affordable. So why Lincoln Tech? Several reasons. One, we are nationally accredited campuses. We have small class sizes, a hands-on teaching method, and this is especially important for those students that are more of a hands-on learner. Career services support at each campus, industry experienced instructors. So each one of our instructors are going to be trained on specific techniques that they would need the students to learn in order to be successful out in the industry, but they also are going to bring with them a wealth of knowledge from working in the industry themselves. For those students that are not a good test taker, a lot of our students, like I said, are going to be more hands-on or visual learner, and the ACT or an SAT is not required for admission with Lincoln Tech. So that can be a huge bonus for a lot of students that have a little bit of anxiety or nervous about having to take those tests. Industry supported curricula, as well as a short length of curriculum, which means graduates can get in, get trained, and go to work sooner through that training. So services for school. We understand that educators and administrators and students are the lifeline to what we do. So we offer a variety of free services for students and schools. These are specifically designed to help expose students to the available opportunities in skilled trades and allied health career fields. Anyone can scan this QR code. It doesn't matter if you're a parent or a student or an educator or administrator. If you're interested in scholarship opportunities that you can share with your students, or you want to take that scholarship test yourself, scan that QR code, select scholarship opportunities. We also offer events, special events and open houses at our campuses from time to time. If you'd like more information on that, you can select that option. Campus tours. These are specifically for teachers and administrators. They're set up to where you can come in, you can tour the campus, you can meet our educators, you can see what Lincoln Tech is all about. And then if you have students, if you teach a class and you would like to expose them to the different types of education, if you would like to tour the campus with them, we can always set up a bus tour as well. And then there's class and school presentations. We recognize that not everybody can come to us. And we have 20 campuses nationwide, but we also have a field team of individuals that go out and give class presentations to high school students to not just expose them to the programs that we offer at Lincoln Tech, but more importantly, we want to educate them on their options and their opportunities and making good decisions on that investment in their education once they graduate. At the end of the day, all of this information can be found on our website at lincolntech.edu. Back to you, Bob.
Great job. Great job, Summer. We really appreciate you taking the time to put together this presentation. Let me go right into the first question. It kind of spins off your, it's an admission-based question. Do you have a GPA requirement for students interested in enrolling at Lincoln Tech?
Yeah, very good question. We don't have a specific GPA requirement. We do, however, require that a student has a high school diploma or the equivalency of, such as a high set or a GED.
No,
and then we also, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, we also have an interview process, especially for recent high school grads or high school seniors. We would actually go through an interview process where we would meet with them and their parents and give a recommendation if Lincoln Tech is a good fit and vice versa.
Yeah. So continuing on that interview process, let's talk about FAFSA a little bit. A big hurdle is to help the student, the parent, the family understand how they're going to pay for this. So what do you have in place to help those particular individuals at Lincoln Tech?
Yeah, absolutely. So we already discussed scholarships, but in addition to that, students can actually complete a FAFSA to see if they qualify for financial aid as well. So like they would for other colleges or universities, they would go through, complete that FAFSA at our school code. And one of the tools that we give students is we have workshops 6 days a week that will walk them through completing those forms step by step. And then once it is completed, they can meet one-on-one with a financial aid advisor through Lincoln Tech to find out their options and making school affordable for them. Okay.
Very important to understand the difference between a loan and a grant and how much they're eligible for. And
correct.
It's a very awesome kind of responsibility that you put in the FAFSA issue. Now, let me with regard to people that want to have specific questions from what your presentation and just want to talk to somebody, is the QR code you have there the best way to do it? Scan that?
Yeah, so they can either scan the QR code and request specific information in any one of the areas listed there that we talked about, or they can always go to our lincolntech.edu website that can branch out into one of our different campuses or specific programs they're interested in, and we'll make sure that someone gets in touch with them.
Yeah. Hey, before closing, we would really like to thank the education participants for taking time out of their very busy schedules to join us today and listen to Summer's presentation and to hear more about Lincoln Tech, in particular in the allied health field side of opportunities, education opportunities. I want to thank Summer for taking time to put together the presentation. It was excellent, and I would encourage any and all of the participants on this to contact her directly or go through the scan, get the QR code, and get more information on anything that we brought up in this presentation, and maybe get an idea of what's the upcoming open houses may be or special events that they might want to attend. On behalf of the Imagine America Foundation, Summer, Lauren Cunningham, who is here in the studio, and myself, we want to thank you for taking the time out today, and we hope you have a great day. Goodbye.